Hello everyone and welcome to Friday. Yesterday we got the cage and the mic all put together along with the pistol grip, and it's a pretty cool little contraption. It makes the quality of everything really good. It makes the camera really big. The one thing that I know is going to be talked about because it concerned me in post, and that vlog has not even come out yet, is the fact that this mic is extremely cardioid. It's not super cardioid, it's not hyper cardioid, it doesn't have any pickup pattern on the rear, which means if I'm talking in front of it, everything is fine. But the minute I turn it around and I want to talk, that you can't hear me very well. So that's that's a bit of a pickle because there's plenty of times in the vlog where I do that. Where I will move the camera to someone else and I'll continue to chat. So I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action is, and there's a few different ways that that this could be handled. For one, I could get closer to the mic. It's still not the best thing, but if I turn this around, this is how far I normally stand from the mic, but when I turn it around, I could get a lot closer like this, and then you can probably still hear me fairly well. It's not perfect, but it's something that would work. Another option is to only use the mic during times when I know I'm not going to have to get audio from behind the camera, basically. So if I'm at home, I would use the mic. I would obviously use the mic if it was outside, in windy conditions, because I need the windscreen, and I don't have any windscreen to put on this otherwise. So I would only use the mic in certain conditions. Otherwise, I would just use the base camera. The base camera's microphones, onboard mics, are on the front of the camera, so it's still pretty directional. That being said, it does sound better when you're standing behind the camera than the mic does, so something to think about. Another thing I could do is, this might hurt a little bit, off. I could take off the windscreen, because if the windscreen's off, it probably sounds a little bit better. It's probably not super noticeable, but it's probably a little bit better. And that also means that whenever I flip the camera around, and if I wanted to talk behind the microphone, it probably picks me up even better than the windscreen did. So these are all little things. These are all little things that I could do. What's going to end up happening? I don't know, but I can guarantee you that I'm going to continue to test this. There's a lot of testing that needs to go into the new camera. I've been playing a lot with audio settings and EQ, compressors, things like that to get the audio how I want it. I've been playing with color, as you guys know, because the colors have been up and down. And I've been playing with frame rate. Yesterday was the first vlog day that I shot in 30 FPS. And I think that that's probably going to solve just a lot of our problems. So we'll probably just stick with 30 FPS. Otherwise, I'm going to, like I said, just continue to test stuff because, I want to get things absolutely how I want them. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be perfect for me. It has to be, up to my standards, and it also has to be something that I like, which is important. Anyway, with all that being said, we're going to have a little bite of food, and then I've got a doctor's appointment in just a little bit. My neck has been hurting in a very particular spot. It's so hard to find it. God, Anyway, it has been hurting, and we're just going to go find out what it is. Honestly, my first instinct is swollen lymph node. Which that could be it. But it's hurt for a few days now, and my mom was concerned, and she was like, "Please go to the doctor." And Mal's concerned, and she says, "Please go to the doctor." And I said, "All right, I'll go to the doctor." To be honest, I'm really curious what the Rode Video Micro sounds like in here, because this car does not isolate road noise at all. And a lot of times whenever we record in the car, I have to roll off so many of the low frequencies because they're just like crazy. That's why sometimes in the past, whenever you hear me talk in the car, I may sound just a little tinny, and it's because I've rolled off all of the low frequencies because otherwise it's just like a... So, yeah. Hopefully this does a little bit better. Also, there is so much pollen.
Look at your windshield.
It's nasty.
It's so gross.
It's nasty. Yeah, it hurts. So we just finished up, and the doctor just thinks it's a swollen lymph node, which honestly was kind of what I was feeling about it. I mean, I guess it's nice to hear a medical professional say that, but it also feels like a waste. It's like, yeah, it was a waste of time and a waste of money. But we checked it out, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have, I admittedly, the reason I think Mao is a little concerned, and the reason she wanted me to check it out, is because I actually have another little thing that I want to check out medically that we've made another appointment for, and Mao was thinking that they could be connected. I don't want to talk about that other thing, not to like scare anyone. It's just it's a more private part of my body. But I'm going to be checking that out at the end of March. And Matt was worried that maybe it was like a lymph system thing that could be a bigger problem. But I don't know. For now, that's what the doctor thought. So maybe I'll start feeling better in a few days. Is my neck sore? Yeah. Yeah, it is. But she said as long as I can still, swallow food and beverage and whatever, she said I should be fine. So I'm fine. And we've got a few other things to do.
3 things.
We got a few other things to do before we get to our stream tonight.
4 things.
Stop adding things to the list, Mallory. A few things. Dun, 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 dun. Let me turn that down. So, man, almost at the buzzer on getting all of this set up, but I have managed to get everything set up for Puyo Puyo Tetris. And honestly, we set it up in a very different way than we did the Smash stream a little while ago. Little cutie bug. We decided to put, and I just realized this is one of the downsides I'm realizing of the microphone being on the front. You're not going to be able to hear me. Long term, I'm probably not going to be able to keep the mic on this all the time. So I'll just turn around a little bit. So this will work. It's a little weird, but sure. I've got a TV that's got the game in front of us, just because it's a lot easier to play a video game when it's closer to you. Now, this is not a TV, this is a monitor, and it doesn't have audio, so it's got speakers hooked up to it. That's running into the HD60 Pro, that's the PCIe card that's in the stream box. And then we've got the Blackmagic camera actually hooked up to the Cam Link, which we haven't used in a while, but that's hooked up there. I thought that doing that would prevent the blinking that happened last time, but even though it's on a completely different capture card, hooked up to a completely different monitor, it still happened. So I don't know what's causing it, but it's only happened like once in the last 40 minutes, so it's happening, but hopefully it won't be too frequent. I don't know. But otherwise, we'll be able to have chat on the TV, as well as alerts, and the big thing that's really, really weird, let me zoom in here so you can kind of see, we've got little tiny slivers cut out on the sides for our faces, which is a little unusual, but I thought there'd be a nice way to keep us nice and big without obscuring anything on the screen. So I think it's actually kind of clever. The only thing that's bizarre is that if I look at Mao, I'm looking off screen because we're actually on opposite sides. So it's a little weird, but it's fine. It's fine. So we're going to get started on the stream here in a minute. And I don't know how long we're going to play. I also don't know how we're going to do because, again, Mao and I have never, ever played Tetris against each other. Ever. I mean, when Paul was here, he had Puyo Puyo Tetris.
We may have played then, but
I don't think we did. I think we were mostly trying to survive Paul, who was really good at Puyo. So yeah, we'll see what happens, and we'll see if Team Hard Drop reigns supreme. Please, just give me the. Oh Lord. I can't talk right now.
You can't talk right now. Oh, That was.
Shut up. Everyone that was watching both screens knows how close I came to death right there. Like, it was nasty. And I still have a long road.
There we go.
A long road to make this work.
Well, we just finished. We just sent everyone home / to Masay's stream, and it went really well.
Yeah.
It did. It went really well. I was happy about how things went, not only for the stream and people's seeming enjoyment of the stream, but then also how we did, because this is the first time we ever played together.
Yeah.
And we did good.
Yeah, it was.
We did good. It was close.
It was close.
It was really close.
Which is the best, because otherwise it's like frustrating for the person losing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some things in there that shocked me. There was a few times I won that was like, oh, what? And then there's a few times where you sent so much garbage it's so fast, I don't even know what you did. So that was a little concerning. But otherwise, it was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
Thanks for playing with me.
Thanks. Good job.
Thank you. I got a lot to learn on Puyo, man. I got a lot to learn. Anyway, that's it. We're done. I'm going to get this all torn down because, like, there's so much equipment. And as a reminder, we don't even have a spare monitor that has HDMI, so I have to use my actual monitor in order to set up these game streams in the living room. Eventually, we'll get gaming streams going on in the office, but I haven't had enough time to set all that up, so I haven't. But maybe at some point in the future I will. All right, I've rambled long enough. Thanks. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?